Allah Rahim, Allah Malik, Allah Qudus, Allah.
Alright, let's get Moses in here, man. Hello, Moses.
Hello.
You're a Christian, right?
Yes, I am a Christian.
How do you know I'm not your God?
You're doing an internal critique, correct?
I just want to know, how do you know I'm not your God? That's all.
Yeah. In Acts chapter 1, verse 9 through 11. Can you read that out loud?
Does that show me how I'm not your God?
Oh, we'll get there.
Okay. Acts what?
Acts chapter 1, verse 9 through 11.
Acts 1,
Verse 9 through 11.
9 to 11. Let's read it. After he said this, he was taken up before their eyes, and a cloud hid him from their sight. They were looking intently up into the sky, and he was going, when suddenly two men dressed in white stood beside them. Men of Galilee, they said, why do you stand here looking into the sky? The same Jesus who has been taken from you into heaven will come back in the same way you have seen him go into heaven.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I want you to read Luke chapter 24. We're gonna get to it. I know you're very eager to get into how.
Okay, can you just get to it? Luke 24 what?
Yeah. Now we're gonna go to Luke chapter 24. We can start from. Let's see. We can start Luke 24. Yeah, let's start with verse 36.
Well, I'm very familiar with this. Okay.
Yeah.
Luke 24, when he appears to the disciples first. Okay. While they were still talking about this, Jesus himself stood among them and said, peace be with you. He said, Assalamu alaikum.
Continue.
Okay, how do you know I'm not your God?
Continue reading.
As I have, what did it say?
You want me to read it, host?
No, I could read it. That's fine. 36.
I can read it. I got it. And
Go
they
ahead.
spake thus, and as they thus spake, Jesus himself stood in the midst of them and said, peace be unto them, and peace be unto you. But they were terrified and affrighted, and supposed that they had seen a spirit. And he said unto them, why are you troubled, and why do thoughts arise in your hearts? Behold my hands and my feet, that it is I myself. Handle me, and see, for a spirit hath not flesh and bones as ye see me have. And when he had thus spoken, he showed them his hands and his feet. And while they yet believed not for joy and wondered, he said unto them, have ye here any meat? Now you, since you're doing an internal critique, it would appear, Christ after his resurrection, because we as Christians believe in the bodily resurrection of the Messiah, he still had his holes in his hands. Can I see your hands?
Yeah. So if you see my hand, can I talk? Thank you.
Can I behold your hands, host?
Can I talk now or no?
Host, can I behold?
Can I talk now or no?
Sure, I want to behold.
Okay,
your
good.
hands.
If I can talk, then you could see my hands.
All I want to do is behold your hands.
Okay, I'm about to drop you if you don't let me talk.
Okay, I just want to see your hands.
Okay, you can see my hands in a second. Can I talk or no?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, good. So it is possible that if there are holes in my hands that I could be God.
Absolutely not. You read actually.
Wait. Oh, look, he's panicking now. He's panicking now. So if I show you my hands now,
panicking.
Moses,
Show me your
it's my
hands.
turn. Moses, you just spoke. You just 2 verses. You kept speaking. It's my turn now. So it's possible, Moses, that if I were to show you my hands now, and they did have holes, then you would confirm that I could be
your
God.
hands.
Correct?
Show me your hands.
Okay, if you see them and they have holes, could I be God?
No, I just want to see.
Okay, so you don't need to see my hands. You already know I'm God. I'm not God. Okay, sir, do you need to see my hands for you to know I'm not God, or do you need to see them for you to verify?
All I'm asking is for you.
Moses, before I show you my hands, you need to answer. If I show you my hands and they have holes on them, will you confirm that I could be God?
I'm answering your question.
Yeah, answer now. If you look, guys, he's panicking. The panic is crazy. Moses, the answer is simple. The question is simple. The question is simple. I'm gonna repeat it again. Moses, if I show you my hands and they truly have, look, he's cutting me off. If I show you my hands and they truly have holes, then I could be God. There's a possible world,
No,
correct?
you can't be God.
Okay,
I just
so
want
then
to see
you
your
don't
hands.
need. Okay, then so you don't need to see my
No,
hands.
I just
You
want to see
already,
your
sir.
hands.
Let me finish. He's panicking. So you don't need to see my hands in
I
order
just
for you
want
to know.
see your hands.
Look. He literally doesn't have an answer. So you don't
I
need
do
to see.
have an answer.
Okay, do you need to see my hands or not?
I want to see your.
I know you want to. I said, do you need to?
Do I need to?
Uh-huh.
No, by necessity.
Okay, so I'm not.
want
Okay,
to see
so
your hands.
I'm gonna answer you now. I decline showing you my hands. How do you know I'm not your God?
Okay, so you're declining showing me my.
Yes.
hands.
How do you know I'm not your God? Yes.
Why?
Do you know without seeing my hands that I'm not God?
I'm just asking to see your hands.
Yeah. I decline.
Okay, so in Acts chapter 1,
Yeah.
verse 9 through 11, as we read, because you're a coward, and it says, "And when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, and cloud received him out of their sight. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven, and as he went up, behold, two men stood by in white apparel." That's fine. You don't have to show your hands. And Daniel chapter 7, which Muslims love to abuse, verse 13, it says, "And I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him before near, and there was given him dominion and glory." Where's your dominion at?
Okay. So how does this prove I'm not your God?
Where's your dominion at?
How do you know that it's not here?
Where's your dominion?
How do you know?
I don't even know
how,
who you are.
Okay, so how do you know I don't have dominion?
Where's your dominion at?
How do you know I don't have it?
I'm asking you, where's your dominion?
Okay,
Do
so
you want-
if I show you my
Joseph, if
okay,
you
I'm gonna
want me to
answer you.
give
I'm gonna
you the
answer you.
apostolic-
I'm gonna answer
you
you.
want me
Ready?
to give you the
Ready? I'm going to
definition
answer.
of
I'm going
apostolic-
again. I'm gonna answer you. You want the answer? Okay.
Sure.
If I show you where my dominion is at, then you would verify that I'm truly
Show me your
God. Correct?
dominion.
You
Yeah,
see,
show me your
look, he doesn't want to answer, sir. If I show you my dominion under
Show
the
me your
hypothetical, look, he does. He literally can't help it. He can't help getting destroyed right now. If I show you my dominion, Moses, would that verify further that I am your God?
It says all people, all nations, all languages should serve him.
Yeah, that's
even know who you are.
that's about the second coming, correct?
Oh, so now it's about the. So
Can I,
the first
sir?
time?
Can you answer the
When
question?
did you
Is
come the
that
first-
is that about the second coming or not?
When did you come the first time? Oh,
Is
you're
that
asking
is
me-
that about the
are you
second,
asking me
sir?
this question
Sir,
according to
is
your
that
divine
about the
or human
second
nature?
coming or not?
Are you asking me this question according to divine or human nature?
My human nature, is that about the second
Okay,
coming or
okay.
not?
You should know then.
Is that about the second coming or not?
I decline to answer that.
Okay,
You
it's
should
about the
know.
second coming. I
Okay,
didn't
so
I didn't
when-
I didn't say prove I'm not the second coming of Christ. I said prove I'm not your God. You're assuming that I'm claiming to be the second coming. I'm not claiming to be the second
Okay,
coming.
they-
I'm not claiming.
so-
Let me finish. Prove that I'm
How
not
are you here
sir.
if you haven't
sir,
came yet?
who said I'm here? Who told you? Can you prove I'm here?
So how do oh now he is panicking.
Yeah,
Now
can you
we're going into
prove that
now
I'm not
we're going into
sir
proof that he
Moses
is here.
what he's panicking. Moses, how do you know I'm not your God in heaven using 8G Wi-Fi? Go ahead.
You said prove that you're not my God in heaven.
In
using
heaven, yes.
Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Again, since he wants to be an idiot, I'll read Daniel 7:13.
Read it,
through
please.
14 again.
Yeah.
And I saw in the night vision, and behold, one like the Son of Man, picking up from Acts chapter 1, verse 9 through 11, came with the clouds of heaven, came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him.
Okay.
And there was given him dominion and glory and the kingdom, and all the people and all the nations and all the languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that is that which shall not be destroyed. And this same kingdom, when he returns, according to Revelation chapter 21, is come down from heaven. So when Christ comes down,
when he returns,
Christ
right?
comes back, his
Yeah.
kingdom comes
Yeah,
back.
when he returns, I said prove. So I said prove I'm not your God who hasn't come back and
the fact
returned
that
yet.
You're in front of me
Sir,
right now.
prove I'm not your God who has not
The
come
fact
back.
that you're in front
Look,
of me
look,
right
he
now.
literally doesn't know what to say. It's so
The
embarrassing.
fact that you're in front
So
of me right now.
prove I am not your God who has not come
The fact
back.
that you're
Who's in
front of
heaven?
me right now.
Sorry, say that one more time.
I said the fact that you are in front
How does that prove I'm not in heaven?
right now.
How does that prove I'm not in heaven?
That you
What? How does that prove I'm
my
not in
God.
heaven?
because when Christ returns,
I didn't say
He is
I
returned.
didn't say I returned. I said prove I am not in heaven, not
the
returned.
fact that you okay. So did he leave?
Leave where?
Did he leave earth?
Jesus, the first time, yes, he went to heaven.
Okay, so he did leave.
Yeah, he went to heaven.
So you're back on earth, correct?
No.
So you're not back on earth.
You prove I'm on earth. Prove I am on earth.
Oh, so not okay. So this is just being ridiculous.
Yeah. Can you prove I am not in heaven at the moment?
Prove that you're not in heaven.
Prove okay. I am not God. Sir, this is the question. Prove I am not Jesus Christ in heaven on the right hand of the Father right now as I speak to you.
Because you're in front of me right now.
Okay, how does that mean I'm not in heaven? What's the P and not P?
Christ returns. Yeah,
I didn't. Who said I returned? Who said I returned? I said prove. Sir, look, he's panicking. I didn't say Christ returned. I said prove I am not Christ who has not yet returned in heaven. How do you know I'm not God in heaven?
That has not yet returned?
Yes.
You're not Christ. What do you mean? First of all, you're not Christ.
You said, what do you mean? Yo, this guy. How do you know I am not Jesus Christ
because
in heaven who has not yet returned?
Right now, and you're having a full-blown conversation.
Yeah, what's the contradiction?
Right now in your mom's basement.
What's the P and not P?
I obviously know that you're not
Okay,
Christ.
what's the P and not P in me being in me being Christ in heaven talking to you? What's the P and not P?
Because what do you mean the P and not P?
Because you're saying it's impossible, you're saying it's not probable. Which one?
Justification is going to refer to when we defend any of our beliefs and show that it's justified. You want me to give you like the full-blown...
No. I said, are you saying it's metaphysically impossible for me to be Jesus in heaven right now? Or are you saying it's not? Let me finish. Yeah, we are. That's exactly what we're talking. That's exactly my argument. That's it. No, not that. Well, you misunderstood the argument. Then, is it? So let me ask you: is it metaphysically impossible for me to be God, Jesus in heaven right now?
What are you talking about? Yes.
It's okay. What's the P and not P?
Yes, it is metaphysically impossible.
What's the P and not P? What's the P and not P?
Well, first of all, do you want me to give you an epistemic justification for the?
No, I want no. No. We're talking about metaphysically impossible or not.
Mm-hmm.
So if you said that there is a metaphysical impossibility, you must give me a contradiction. What's the contradiction of me being God in your worldview?
The contradiction to you not being God is that you're not Jesus.
How do you know I'm not Jesus?
Because number one, I asked you to show me your hands. You refused to do that.
Okay, so I could be Jesus. I just have to show you my hand, then you'll
Never
confirm.
Said you could be Jesus.
Okay, so you don't need to. So then you don't need to see my hand. You already know. You don't need to ask me any questions. You don't need to see anything because there's a contradiction. Or you concede that there's a contradiction and say that you don't actually know for certain, and you have to use probabilistic means to verify. Which one is it?
I don't have to use probabilistic.
Okay, so you don't need to see my hands. So then you don't need to see my hands.
I asked you, do you want me to give you epistemic justification?
No, I want, you said it's metaphysically, no, remember, your claim was that it is metaphysically.
My claim is that you're not Jesus.
Okay, and because there's a metaphysical impossibility. So what is the contradiction? What's the P and not P?
My claim was that you're, okay, so you're not allowed.
Okay, what's the contradiction? Just waiting for that.
My claim was that you're not Jesus.
Okay, how do you know that?
Then went to a metaphor.
How do you know I'm not Jesus?
And because we're talking about knowledge hosts.
Okay, I'm not. Sir.
Epistemically justify.
Sir, is it logically okay? Is it logically possible for me to be Jesus?
Oh my god.
Is it logically possible for me to be Jesus?
Knowledge.
Is it logically, sir? Can you just simply answer the question? Is it logically possible? No. Is it logically possible for me to be Jesus?
No.
Okay, what's the contradiction?
Do you want me to give you the epistemic?
I want the logical contradiction.
I'm giving you the logical.
Okay, what's the first P and the second P? Go ahead.
Want me to give you epistemic justification?
Okay, I want P number one and P number two.
Notice, anyone that's paying attention.
Sir, do you have P number one and P number two? Sir, do you have P number one and P number? Do you have P number one and P number two? Sir, do you? Okay. All right. So he can't. That's great. Wow, this is one of your smart philo bros, by the way. Absolutely embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Terrible. Wow. I'm causing real damage, man. For real. That's crazy.